I have a syndrome that makes me think I'm a ghost.
um, Kluver-Bucy syndrome. Um, this is it's characterized by memory loss, and it's the desire to eat unedible objects or a sexual attraction to inanimate objects such as automobiles.
That's stupid. That's not a real syndrome. That's just people are idiots.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Weird.
what's this one here? Yeah, red de fuck yeah, I can't pronounce anything here. Red delecactive amnesia. It's you believe that a location has been duplicated.
Okay.
So it's like they include the suffering of being convinced that a location exists in two places at once. It just sounds like you're just talking about an idiot.
Uh,
What do you mean? Germany's not a country in Europe. Maybe it is, but it's also fucking the next town over.
So what? What is it? That's like the lamest like condition ever. What does that condition do? Like, I think that place is in two places. Yeah. So what? Get back to work.
I mean, like, there's like no. I mean, aside from the fact that somebody thinks that there's two places at one, there's no downside to this.
Do you think you're in two places at once? That would be a thing then. But
Being convinced that a location exists in two places at once.
okay, good. So that place exists in two places. I don't get why you care.
And how that would even affect you if it. My brain hurts even contemplating this.
Unless it's like the Batman thing where he's got to save the girl or Harvey. One of them's got to die, and then he's like, "But she's in two places at once." Then that could be bad. I could see that being a bummer. If you thought, if you're like, "Oh, that town's gonna blow up," and you're like, "Wait a minute, I'm in that town." I don't know. I don't see I don't see how that would affect people. That's not like these are supposed to be horrifying. That's not horrifying. This is just stupid.
It's just dumb. I mean, that's just it. I just don't get it. There's another one called the Stendhal syndrome. It's a psychosomatic illness that, well, good news is it seems to be only temporary. It occurs when the sufferer is exposed to a large amount of art in one place.
Oh yeah, I have that every time I go to an art gallery.
Those who experience this odd yet scary mental disorder report sudden rapid heartbeat, overwhelming anxiety, confusion, dizziness, and even hallucinations.
Yeah, that just makes sense. Most art is stupid. It makes me feel like crap too.
Well, there you go. Maybe you have Stendhal syndrome.
Well, like they said, it's psychosomatic, so
Yeah.
that means it's all in your head. I mean, you don't really have it.
Yeah. You created your own issue, sort of thing.
And no, yeah, it's temporary because once you complain about it, everyone makes fun of you, and then suddenly you don't have it anymore. So most of that's temporary.
There's also one called the Paris syndrome. You know, this is just horseshit. It's an extremely odd temporary mental disorder that causes one to become completely overwhelmed while visiting the city of Paris.
Yeah, that's dumb.
It seems to be most common among Japanese travelers.
Yeah, that could be. That's the same as Backstreet Boys syndrome.
Yeah, exactly. Of the approximately 6 million Japanese visitors to Paris each year, 1 to 2 dozen experience the overwhelming anxiety, depersonalization, derealization, persecutory ideas, hallucinations, and acute delusions that characterize Paris syndrome.
Yeah, and then go back and talk to them a week later when they realize that Paris is a dump.
Yeah. I wonder if that's just what it is. They just get there like, oh, it's a shithole. I'm really disappointed by this. The fuck. There you go. So I wouldn't exactly call many of these scary as much as they're just fucking stupid. There's like,
That's just we've reached a point now where like everything is a mental disorder.
yep.
Like you can't. No one will just admit that they're just dumb. Like you do something dumb, just say, yeah, I did a stupid thing. It was no. It's got to be a mental disorder now. It's got to be.
Yeah.
I'll have to empathize and fucking let you have your dogs on planes.
Well, it's like this bonethropy, which is it makes people believe that they are a cow.
Yeah.
No. You're just an idiot. That's all. Nothing else. You're just a fucking idiot.
This is what we tell the kids. Not everything is a mental disorder. Not everything has to be diagnosed. Some things
Yeah.
are just you're dumb. Some things are you got a weird freaky fetish. You're just you do weird shit. It doesn't have to be a mental disorder. Uh, Fuck, I wish kids could go back to when we were kids and sometimes you just did weird shit. It wasn't like everything now it has to be put in a dictionary and given a pill. It's like, fuck off. No, and it's like I have have to smoke in public syndrome. I have my left hand always grabs boob syndrome. I can't help it. It's a mental disorder. When I'm on the bus and I see a boob, I have to grab it.
What the hell?
You get away with anything, and then you don't lose your job when you do stupid shit. Oh, it's a mental disorder. You know how many times I could have pulled that in the last 3 years? Every job I've ever lost, you can't fire me. I have a mental disorder. I'll sue the shit out of you.
It's sadly enough, that's it.
I didn't steal that stuff out of the till. That was a mental disorder.
When I told that guy 2 weeks ago that I was going to murder him, then went back 2 weeks later and murdered him, that was a mental disorder.
Mental disorder. I didn't mean to murder him. I know that's what I said, and then exactly did that exact thing that I said, but all part of the syndrome. I don't know how much you could get away with that.
Well, people get away with it all. Well, people try to get away with it all the time.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do something retarded. It's guaranteed I will soon. At some point. But next time I'm blaming it on a mental disorder. The next time someone tries to fire me, like, no.
I have
This
a
is
mental
not
disorder that causes me to do that.
this is not a fireable thing. You see, I have a mental disorder. Not only do you have to pay me while I seek treatment, you have to accept me back when I'm done.
And part of my treatment involves going to your house and slapping you in the face every week. Letting you know.
Part of my treatment involves working from home and not really doing anything for the next 6 weeks. So, see you there.
See ya.
See you at the Christmas party. I gotta go.
Oh, it's funny.
All right, sir. I better get going. I think I'm gonna go for a walk, try to find a cigarette.
Well, best of luck, my friend.
Thank you.
Uh, won't be able to podcast tomorrow.
Okay.
But
I never
possibly
really planned for Friday.
possibly Saturday.
I never planned for